Hello everyone, this is Heather, and I'm back with a new video. And this week we're going to be talking about Disney's 8th feature full-length animated feature, which is Make Mine Music, and this came out in 1946. The first thing I have to mention about this movie is that I wasn't able to watch it on Disney+. This was due to multiple reasons from this movie not being released to the public. Luckily, I was able to buy DVD on Amazon for $10, and so I did that, and that way I could actually keep up with the series, and I did want to make it the full, all the films. I didn't want to skip any. So I did have to go out and buy this one, which is fine. I have a copy of it in case I need it for later. But at the very start, this is another one of those package films, and they did leave out the first piece of music, which was for the Martins and the Coys, and that was based on the story of the Hatfields and McCoys. So I'm just going to read from the Wikipedia, and it's basically the vocal group, the Kingsmen. They sing a story called of the Hatfields and the McCoys, and it's basically based on their story, where there's two people from each side. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. Their families hate each other, but they fall in love with each other. This was completely censored from the DVD release, so it's not even on the DVD, and this is due to the objections of the film's depiction of gun use. Okay, so I was able to find a video of the Martins and the Coys and watched it. It wasn't great quality, but I was able to get the gist of what was going on. So the two feuding clans, they kill each other and then they end up in heaven. That's probably a good reason why this one wasn't in the DVD, because there's actually a whole lot of murder in this one. And they end up in heaven, and then they watch each of their two members. One has a girl, one has a guy, and then they fall in love with each other. And then it's just basically the story of them, and they get married, but then they end up fighting with each other, and then pretty much it goes on from there. I guess the moral of the story is the Martins and the Coys, no matter what, they're just gonna end up hating each other. So I'm not really sure what the real message is for that one. So I'm just gonna move on. So Blue Bayou is the next one, and this is basically just a musical piece. It's kind of surreal. There's almost an unsettling feeling, I feel. It takes place in the bayou, and it's kind of got this creepy kind of almost horror kind of element to it. Almost, I don't think it's intentional at all, but it's effective storytelling. After that is All the Cats Join In, which is one of the best ones, I think. It's got a kind of it just shows as a depiction of modern life at the time. So this movie came out in 1946, so this is showing teenagers and how they would hang out and have fun in the 40s, and just getting ready and hanging out at the sock hop, and I just think it's really fun. It's just some fun music. There's a little bit of editing of this one because there was originally some little tiny bit of female nudity in it. I think I do remember seeing it, but I probably just saw a picture on the internet, honestly, so I can't really recall exactly if that was true, but it doesn't really matter either way. But the music's fun. I like the girl with the big booty on near the end. I think that it's kind of a shame that they thinned her out, honestly. I thought she was really cute. So, and then the next one after that is A Ballad in Blue. So again, it kind of goes back and forth in this film. It goes a fast, fun song, and then it goes a ballad after that. So back and forth kind of thing. So Ballad in Blue, another ballad. So again, very pretty. It's also very surreal and abstract. I think the song is kind of sad, but it's not really my favorite song. It does have nice visuals, but I think it does need more direction and focus, personally. Kind of dragged a little bit for me, honestly. And then after that is Casey and the Bat. So again, goes back to the cartoony kind of one. This is, again, has a pretty specific story. I definitely remember watching this one as a kid. I think that right away there's sexism in the lyrics, and so again, it's they're in quote, they say women don't know what a bat is, but I think it's funny that because later they have a woman shouting kill the umpire, so obviously she knows what she's talking about. So and then Casey, like, as a character is kind of like a dude bro or a Chad. He's, like, popular with the women, but he lets that basically be the end of his reign. It's kind of funny. They cut to everyone, like, happy. So after Casey strikes out, like, they cut to, like, oh, everyone's, like, happy except for Casey, who's alone in the rain. He gets what he deserves. So, honestly, I think it's kind of pathetic, but it is kind of funny. So after that one, it's Two Silhouettes, which is another abstract piece. Don't really care too much about this music either. I really usually like ballads, so it's kind of funny that there's a couple songs I don't even really care for too much. It is definitely rotoscoped, but it's kind of rotoscoped in a way that it almost doesn't even look like it's animation. It just looks like it's Two Silhouettes is what it's called. I mean, it's rotoscoped animation, but it kind of doesn't even really look like animation. It just looks like, say, just blacked out to a film of like two people. So I don't know if that's entirely how they animated it or not. So after that one, Peter and the Wolf, which is a pretty popular, famous story from Russia. Sterling Holloway is the narrator, so hi Winnie the Pooh. I think that the narration kind of detracts from the story a bit, honestly. I think that it would be better as a voiceless musical, in my opinion. They go through all the different characters, and the bird is like the flute, and the duck is the oboe, and the cat is the clarinet. And I think it's funny that they say that the cat's in the low register, which I actually think it's kind of in a medium register because I played clarinet. I don't know if I told you guys in another video, but I played clarinet for years. And yeah, you definitely can go lower than that, so I don't know. Just sounds like an E-flat clarinet to me, so. Then I think that Peter's just a little dumb, honestly. He takes a pop gun out to go find and hunt a wolf. I mean, I guess he does end up winning, so I guess it's fine, but again, moral of the story, ambiguous at best. After that one, it's After You've Gone, which is another abstract, but this one is actually more upbeat. I do like the music better of this one. I think that the clarinet player is actually pretty amazing. There's a pretty rad clarinet solo in there. So after that one is actually my favorite, which is Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet, and I think this one is just like really super sweet. This one tells the story like through the song, just singing the song. So I think that's actually like the most effective way to do it. I also think it's funny that at the beginning of the beginning of this piece, you see a Bon-Ton, and I know they've been around for a long time, but I think it's funny that there's like an actual company in a Disney film. So I don't know how they would, if that was okay, like to do back then, but it is just kind of funny saying it. It's a really good story. It has a happy ending, so I like this one. So the very last piece of this film is probably the most famous one, and it's The Whale Who Wanted to Sing at the Met. And this is basically tells the story of a whale who can like sing opera music, and he has like a talent of being able to sing more than like 3 different parts at once. And basically another opera singer like hears about this and thinks that the whale swallows a fellow opera singer, and so tries to kill the whale, and then so it goes into like this kind of like a dream sequence where it shows like what it could have been if like the whale had become like super famous because of his voice, and it just kind of goes through like all the different like songs and like performances, and the whale, but then the whale just gets killed instead, which is really sad. So and then it just ends up in heaven and singing a bunch of different songs, but I like this one a lot, but it's like super depressing and sad, and like what a way to end your animated film. Anyway, so I just want to talk about this drawing a little bit, which I drew the girl from All the Cats Join In, which I think all their designs are really super cute, but I did really like that girl with the little plump girl. I thought she was really cute, so I wanted to draw her, and in all her glory. So that's what I did. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please leave a comment or like or subscribe if you have not. That would be super helpful for me. Please check out my Patreon if you haven't, HR Farrington, on Patreon, and that's my name pretty much everywhere. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Have a great one. Bye, everyone. Thank you, as always, to my patrons, Andrew Linjo, Ben Wright Human, Brandon Tinge, Colin Warmbrought, Council of Geeks, Dark Leap Master, Hexapus Inc., Jack Mahanteni, Jesse Girona, Merrick Bennett, Story Comic, and as always, a very special thank you to my $10 patrons, Corbin Koval and Steve Zarzinski.